Hello students, it's me Prakash Chauhan, chemistry faculty. And dear students, today we are going to discuss here the common topic of class 11th and 12th. This is the concentration terms. Since this topic is included in your chapter solution and also in the mole concept of the chapter class 11th. So we are going to discuss here the concentration terms. Okay, so let's start. This is what concentration terms. So dear student, before starting to our topic, I would like to say one thing that in general we use the some units like meter to measure the distance, kilogram to measure the weight. Same like that, if you want to measure the strength of the solution, that what kind of the solution, whether it is the strong or the weak, whether it is the dilute or concentrate. So in that case, we use their what? We use their concentration terms. So concentration terms in general what they are the normality, molarity, formality, molality, etc. So today we will discuss here the concentration terms. So let's start and move to the topic, that is what concentration terms. So my dear students, first of all I would like to say one thing, that what is the meaning of the concentration. So concentration is what? Concentration is the amount of solute present in the solution. मतलब क्या हो गया कि concentration is what? The amount of solute present in per liter of the solution. एक लीटर solution के अंदर what is the amount of solute, that is called as concentration. Okay, and concentration terms are classified in two types. What they are? One of them is temperature dependent and another is temperature independent. This is temperature dependent and this is what? Temperature independent. So what they are? What are the temperature dependent units? So these are what? These are the normality, molarity, formality, fourth is weight volume percentage, and fifth is what? Volume percentage. So these are the temperature dependents. Why they are the temperature dependent? I will explain it later. Okay, and another is what? Temperature independent units are what? I can write here what? Molality, mass percentage. Okay, third is what? ppm, fourth is what? ppb, and fifth is what? Mole fraction. So these are the temperature independent units and these are the temperature dependent units. In general, there are a question in the NEET and JEE Mains that what are the temperature dependent units and what are the temperature independent units. So you have to remember these units, name that these are the temperature dependents. So in these formulas you will see that there will be use of volume, since volume is affected by temperature, and in these units we use their what? Mass. So mass is not affected by the temperature changes, so that's why these are the temperature independent units. So if we look at the formulas, then you will see that there is no use of volume while there is use of volume. So one by one we will study here. One of them is what? Temperature dependent units. So first I am telling you about the normality. Normality is represented as what? N. So N is what? N is the normality. So what do you mean by the normality? Normality mean what? Number of equivalents. Number of equivalents of solute present in per liter of solution. Per liter of solution. What does it mean? It means what? How many equivalents of the solute are present in 1 liter of the solution, that is called as normality. So we are using here what? The term equivalent. So you should be aware about the equivalent. So what is the equivalent? Equivalent mean what? Equivalent mean what? You can understand like this. Equivalent is none other than mass of substance divided by equivalent mass. Mass of substance divided by equivalent mass. Equivalent mass. Okay dear students, and I am representing equivalent mass as capital E and mass of substance is representing as small w. So I can make a formula for the normality, and this is what? Normality is what? Number of equivalent divided by volume. Number of equivalent divided by volume. So if I ask you that what is the normality? So suppose that if you are having here volume as 1 liter, if there is 1 liter volume, then what? Number of equivalent will be equal to normality. In what? If the volume of the solution is 1 liter, then number of equivalent will be called as normality. And in place of equivalent I can write what? I can write here what? W upon capital E, and in place of volume I can substitute here what? Capital V in liter. So this is the formula for normality, and this is what? Normality is equal to small w upon capital E into 1 upon V. So this is the formula to find the normality of any substance which is dissolved in the solution. Okay. So remember one thing, that if I ask you that what is the unit of normality, so on the basis of formulas, what is written here? Equivalent divided by volume. So if I ask you the unit of N will be what? You will say that its unit is what? Equivalent per liter. Equivalent